Mamma mia!
Hey everybody, this is Milesluigi. Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. The Hunt for the Magical Key. So, we are in the middle of Snow World, and it appears we're gonna go right back to go-karting. 7-2. Normally a water level, I guess now a frozen level. How clever and everything fun like that. And more Yoshi. Well, we learned last time that unfortunately we're not gonna be able to keep Yoshi, so I'm gonna savor every moment that I have to be able to use Yoshi, including spitting fire. Well, if I get a blue Koopa Troopa, I'll be able to fly, and a yellow one I'll be able to stomp on the ground. And yes, the spikes. Isn't their name Spikes, or is it just the Spike Balls? Gosh darn it. It's like that enemy there, the enemy that normally throws Spike Ball, this guy here, his name escapes me every single time I see him. And my memory, wow, my memory, I feel like my memory's been erased, is trying to tell me that his name is Spike. I could be right, I could be wrong. Super Mario Brothers 1 bonus room! Any secrets hidden in there? Oh, speaking of secrets, I found something that's not in the normal Super Mario World. Or not Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers. An extra holy cow, I'm finding secrets everywhere here. What? Okay, I guess my random intuition to try looking for secrets has found me the secret exit of this level. Problem being Yoshi can't... Yoshi, I know you're limited in this ROM hack, but you will eat this key if I take it through the pipe with you. So I need to unfortunately leave you to tend to this secret as I now go on a flying adventure to try to find the keyhole, or it'll just appear in the middle of the ground. Who knows? We're just gonna continue on forward and look to see if we can find a keyhole on the... Well, there it is. Our mystery has been solved very rapidly, and that actually takes us to a very roundabout path that destroys terrain, or on its way off to 7-4. Excellent job. Alright, time for Yoshi to not tend that secret anymore as we try to go through this level again, and definitely picking up Yoshi, especially since I did that. Yoshi, without your help, I lose all my power-ups as they have already been annihilated. Thank you. And can I make good use out of power-up conservation? At least I can get most of my power-ups back after getting all power-ups already annihilated. That was embarrassing. Okay, the enemies weren't like Fist in the North Star, ha-ta-ta-ta, you're dead. They were just like, I'm just walking in your way, Mario, and you just walk right into me, and you get hurt because this is super effective. This is what Bowser tells us to do all day, is walk in place, and just walk in place, and you're gonna walk into us because you're in a hurry to find the key to the door of your house. Oh man, actually, it's a good point. We're going on this adventure to get the door key to Mario's house. He's too he doesn't want to call a locksmith, but he's in a hurry to get the key to the door of his house. He's in a hurry to get the key to the door of the house because he's left his television on. Well, interesting theory, Milesluigi. What, did he leave his television on? He needs to turn the television off now? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, that's actually a really cruddy excuse. Maybe, man, okay, that theory only works if I go into the theory that Mario rents his house to someone else and he left his alarm on, and it's been blaring this entire game. Mamma mia, I can't get into my house to turn off the alarm. This is really gonna piss off John. Theoretically, once again, if Mario were to rent his house up, which I'm pretty confident every single Mario game has shown him, I just lost my cape, shoot. Every single Mario game has shown him not being someone who rents out his house, although he could, it would give him a bit more consistent, ooh, Tetris piece, okay. Alright Mario, are you ready for a bonus game? Yes you are, 29 stars. Sure, and Yoshi just poofed into the non-existence. That was literally a Yoshi disintegration block that I ran into. In case you guys are wondering, Yoshi disintegration blocks are blocks you can place in Lunar Magic that'll cause Yoshi to just disintegrate into nothingness, and that's what happened there. They're invincible, but they kill Yoshis, and they're all so evil. So once again, I'm gonna close my eyes. Don't tell me how I'm doing. I have no clue how I'm doing. Eyes are closed, and okay, not a perfect this time. I got a sideways S. That's not another Tetris piece unless you're playing 5-piece Tetris. Ooh, good question. Because Tetris is always one of those fun games, not ones that I could ever say I was professional at, but I always enjoyed playing Tetris kind of casually. If I were to play Tetris casually and I wanted to play a Tetris game that does ramp it up sometimes and goes to 5 pieces, 6 pieces, something like that, what's the best Tetris for that? I want to say there was a Tetris game on the PlayStation that did that, where it wasn't just limited to 4 pieces, but it did actually get to like the 5 pieces and the 6 pieces and everything like that. But the name escapes me at the moment, but here we go. Now, this is a level I can come to appreciate. It's snowing, and it's reminding me a heck of a lot about Super Mario Brothers, and frankly, the original Super Mario Brothers needs to get referenced. Did I really just replace my fire floor with a mushroom? All my power-ups are getting annihilated by power-ups. All power-ups already annihilated by other power-ups. Great job, Milesluigi. But no, I guess maybe my complaints about the lack of references to the original Super Mario Brothers are justified by the fact that every other game invariably borrows elements from the first game, if nothing else, Mario and Luigi himself. Hey, Luigi's been around since more than just Super Mario Brothers, you know. He was in the regular Mario Brothers, and back then he was called Green Mario. You know, I know what his name is today. Hey, Green Mario. Because, you know, you can select regular Mario, the Raccoon Mario, Metal Mario, Baby Mario, and Green Mario. Ooh, Mario. No! No! Die! Okay, I'm not going to try to sacrifice myself to kill him, because these guys can't be killed unless I have a cape, and no cape is on me. My fun with the Yoshi is gone. I can't make Yoshi eat footballs if there's no Yoshi eating footballs. And all power-ups. I keep doing that. Wow, I am terrible. Can a Yoshi eat a football if there's no Yoshi eat the football? I ponder you this very not theological question, Milesluigi. This question is one of those questions you'd pose in a not psychology class. Wow, I am mixing up everything. No joke, my memory feels like it's been erased. Holy cow. A philosophy class. There we go. Now quit mixing up your words, Milesluigi, because you have no more hits to take. All your HP has been depleted, and truly, all power-up has already been annihilated. Now, hopefully, one of these blocks has a power-up for me, so that I gain an additional power-up to annihilate. There we go. Alright, now we can continue on to the right, where theoretically there's a big sparkly... Ooh, I want to get a better goal. This is actually going to be kind of difficult because the screen will not scroll in this ROM hack. That's right. So, I'm going to have to time this very meticulously because it's a long way to the goal tape. Ha-ha! 40! Yes! Yeah! There we go. Continue on to the right. Going to go towards some sparkly star. Theoretically, if traveling to the right is due north, it'd be like we're traveling due to the North Star. Interesting. All right, moving up here to World 7-4. Here we go. And off to Robot City. Here we go. This is not what I necessarily expected, but it totally fits the theme here. Okay, here we go. Now, someone should just gracefully tell me in the YouTube comments what the graphics set here and what the background comes from. That wouldn't surprise me if it comes from something like Mega Man something, just because that ends up being the answer to a lot of questions, but I actually don't recognize it at all. I'm liking these pipes, though, with their special design. I have to wonder what architect decided. We're going to put a whole bunch of hexagons in our pipes because it's going to make them look all hexagony. And you know when you make things look hexagony, they look futuristic. The future has hexagons. That has to be something that is a thing. The future has hexagons because it feels like futuristic things. You know, you lay things out in a hexagon, and from a mathematical standpoint, you can tessellate things with a hexagon really nicely. Like literally just place hexagon next to a hexagon next to a hexagon, and it just ends up filling an infinite plane with ease. And there's no need for you to like finagle things or squish things or use any other shapes for that matter. You can just continue to use hexagons. And for a second I thought I would have had to have jumped on the fireball to get across the gap, much like how you had to ride the egg to get across the gap from Birdo in that one stage, but it would have been even more evil with the fireball instead. Good to know that we don't have to do that. Go on the pipe, Mario. No going in the pipe. Bad, plumber, bad. Okay, so, fall platforms. At least these platforms fall at a normal rate instead of certain other platforms that are known to blast off and fall away. Oh, good gravy, Milesluigi. Please point towards the reference you just made for the people who have no clue what you're talking about. Okay, ROM hacks I've played in the past, most notoriously Super Mario Infinity ones, have platforms that you land on them, and they literally just fall away immediately. Like, so fast that you basically have no time to react unless you're expecting the platforms to fall. I've coined them to be blast-off platforms. I believe they're just the regular platforms that you use on line guides, but the difference being you don't give them a line guide, so instead of, you know, following the line guide, it just falls into oblivion at an angle, and it looks really weird. Is that a door, or is that a platform? Oh, shoot. Well, we're gonna find out. Not a door. This is not a door. Not a door. What is that then? It's not part of the background either, and it's not solid. What is the purpose of this? This is just some random pig sticking out of the ground that I can just walk right through. And there's an load state. I fell down the hole staring at the door. That's not actually a door. How about you? You're not a door either. I have no clue what these things are supposed to be. Also, I'm just about to say I can collect these in the order, right? Yeah. Now I really, since I just got a cape, I don't want it overridden. At the same time, I don't need a cape, so I'm gonna put it in reserve. Let's try our best to not overflow it, okay? As apparently we're going through the garage of confusing doors. That would make an interesting story. You make it to a parking lot after going to a venue, and it's like, yes, we're at the parking lot, and we're ready for the, we'll just say the Mario convention. I'm certain that's actually a thing now that I think about it. The Mario convention. But unfortunately, we've made it to the parking lot, and all the doors are fake. It's just like a ghost house where all the doors are fake. Oh, gosh, that'd be brilliant. Except you'd have to kind of, you know, get the parking lot to be exclusively used for the convention. And not only that, get it to where there'd be a whole bunch of fake doors inside. And what would you do then? That level has a secret exit. Holy moly. Holy moly. Where would that level have a secret exit? Because I didn't see too much opportunity for secret exit if I flew over the level. Ha! I need a cape to do that. Mario's a cape. Luigi does not. Do I get a cape in this level before that little section of the parking lot with the confusing doors? Because I was just about to comment, if we're going to be doing with the fake door theory, then we might as well just, instead of having those fake doors that we're seeing here in that parking garage, why not have the fake doors from Luigi's Mansion until they call it a reference to Luigi's Mansion? But then we'd have attacking doors in our convention. And I just have a feeling that attacking doors in our convention would not go well with the convention goers. I mean, they would get the rest of it and they'd be like, oh my gosh, it's the doors from Luigi's Mansion that try to smash you. Except if you actually look at those doors in Luigi's Mansion that smash you, they really do smash you. Luigi becomes flat whenever he gets hit by one of those. Are you saying we want to recreate that door and make everyone become a pancake? That's not our goal here. Not everyone morphs back into shape after being turned into a pancake, you know? People usually die when they get flattened. If I were to theoretically go into a crusher that like can push at like 20 metric tons and it flattens my body, I am dead. But unchained, okay? Alright, that was the punchline to this. I am dead, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts, no funny business, no shenanigans, no losing 5 health and popping back into shape. I'm dead, okay? Aha! Cape! There we go. Now I have the opportunity to potentially fly over the level, because I did note that the stage was continuing to scroll after all this. The pipe should be coming up shortly here, and let's not lose the cape. I will load state if I need to. Can this thing just suicide? Thank you. Oh, of course I had to leave behind a single fireball. Okay, so go back down to the hole. I got a flight I need to make. Haha! Make the flight. And unfortunately, I didn't make it up there. Blue Switch Palace, okay. Ah, go away, go away, go away, go away, go into the hole. Okay, there's another one on this platform. Okay, can I get a flight going without anything respawning? That would be wonderful. Oop, 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 go! Yes! Aha! 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 This actually isn't the secret exit. This is the Blue Switch Palace. Come on, yump, yump. Okay, going for the yump. No, yump. Ah, the power of the switch you have pushed will turn dashed into solid. Your progress will also be saved. Of course, I do one yump this Let's Play, and then I want to try to get yumps, and I failed all other 3 times. It's more difficult than you think to press a button on a single frame. For those of you out of the know, a yump is when you jump off the Switch Palace after hitting the Switch Palace, and it looks super awesome, but that actually was not our secret exit. I got more flying to do. That's a corner. That means if our secret exit is somewhere, it is likely in the I'll just call it the parking garage. World 7-4's parking garage must hold the secret exit. Anyway, I'm gonna fly. Okay, that was similar than I thought it was gonna be. Aha! There we go. So all the mysteries of World 7-4 have been cleared, other than what is a parking garage doing in World 7-4? Maybe there really is a Mario convention going on, and it's in World 7-4. And the actual convention hall is going to be the ghost house. Ooh. That's an awesome theory. A Mario ROM hack theory. So next time on Let's Play Super Mario Brothers, The Hunt for the Magical Key, I guess we're going to the Mario convention, everyone, because it's called 7 Ghost House. This has been Milesluigi. See you next time.